The first time I met him, the look in his eye, it was kind of sad. We got him to the emergency vet immediately, and that's when they discovered that he had been shot with a pellet. A pellet for a cat is basically like a large caliber weapon to us humans. It can do some significant damage. It's hard to understand how humans can inflict this type of pain on animals and not think about what they're doing. It was just grief and sorrow for him. Unfortunately, it had hit his spine, which caused the paralysis. So I got him from the emergency vet because there was really nothing that they could do. He went to my primary vet, and after looking at the x-rays, she felt that he would never walk again and suggested the possibility of euthanasia. But I told her I wanted to hold off on that for a little while. I wanted to give him a little time and see how he reacted. And from the moment I made the decision, it only solidified my belief that I was correct. There was never a moment where I thought, I wonder if I'm making the wrong decision here, because from the get-go, I saw him move his legs just slightly. And in the beginning, Desmond's tail had no function. But after a couple days, I saw it twitch a little bit. So there had to be some nerve connection there. I knew there was hope for him. He's worth giving him a shot. And we just started working with him daily and trying to give him some therapy. And I could just see the look in his eyes. He was so grateful that I was willing to work with him. I would hold him up, I would support his body, and his legs were wanting to move, but he didn't have enough strength to hold himself up. But they were moving, so that was a big sign right there that he was actually trying. And then one time I was supporting him and I let him go, and it was like teaching a child to ride a bicycle for the first time and they finally go on two wheels. It was just such an amazing sight to see him. He took a few steps towards his bed and he plopped over, but those were the first few steps that he made. And I knew from then that he's got a fighting spirit and we're going to get him walking again. He's doing great. He's still a little bit wobbly and unsure on his steps, but he's walking very well. So he has a playmate now in the room with him with similar their actions. He can't really walk well. They do cat things. They play with balls and they tease each other and tumble around sometimes. My favorite thing about him is the look in his eye when he looks at me, and I can just see utter appreciation and love. He looks into my soul with a thankful glare, and you can just really see that in him. His fighting spirit.